All right, you read that title correctly. You know what it is. What's in my camera bag? If you're interested in anything, links are all down below in the video description. Without further ado, let's hop right in. First, talking about this bag. This is the Brevite jumper. I believe it's in the olive green finish. If you've followed me for a little while, you know that I've been using Brevite bags for a few years now. Brevite reached out and sent me this bag, which I am really liking. I'm always pretty blown away by the quality of the bags and just the thoughtfulness on how they make them. Brevite's always good with their zippers. I think they're all YYK zippers. Looks like the top is weather sealed for protecting your computer or iPads, tablets, that kind of a thing. There's one side pocket which has my Joby GorillaPod. You gotta have it if you're a YouTuber, and it fits really nicely. All right, let's dig into the main compartment of the bag here, where all the goods are in the camera cube. My main camera is the Sony a7 IV, which I'm currently shooting on right now, and that has my Tamron 17-28 f2.8 lens with a nice variable ND filter, so I can crank up the ND. Looks like it's getting a little bright right now, so love that setup. I use this pretty much for every single YouTube video at the moment. It's nice for vlogging. The ND filter stays on there nicely. It's not a fancy ND. It's like one made by K&F, so it's like 50 bucks as opposed to something like a Polar Pro, which is over $100. And I like it so far. Works really well. As far as other lenses go, I always bring my Sony 35mm f1.8 lens. I love it for photo, I love it for video. It has a nice close focusing distance. It's got a nice metal focusing ring, autofocus, manual focus switch. It's got a function button. It's nice and compact, and really no complaints. It's super sharp, super fast focusing. Yeah, it's my favorite lens. I never leave home without it. Another lens that I'm trying out right now is a Viltrox 50mm f1.8 that Viltrox sent me to try out. I did just make a video about it. If you're interested, go ahead and click up there and check it out for yourself. But solid little lens. I'd say it's definitely a step up from the nifty 50 as far as the build construction goes. So nice to have a nice 50mm prime as well. I can also fit a second body in here. So my B camera now is the Sony a7 III, solid for B camera, great photo camera, 24 megapixels. I mean, the 4K still looks pretty awesome as long as you're not doing any crazy color grading on it, because it's got the 8-bit color depth. But love this camera. It served me very well. So this is my solid second camera in case I need a second angle. Going to audio, I have my Deity. It's like the D4 Duo mic. It's the one that has a capsule on the back and a capsule on the front, so you can record both sides. So if you're doing a vlogging situation, you can like point the camera at somebody, get their audio. You can have a second track coming from behind the camera, and then it also has a second input on the mic, which is a pretty ingenious design that allows you to split your channels. So if you're using a wireless system or a lapel or whatever, you can split it directly into the camera through the microphone. The other audio piece that I bring with me, I'm currently using for the video. I have a Rode Wireless Go setup, and then I'm using a Rode Lavalier Go. So this is what it's sounding like directly into the camera. Maybe not the greatest audio ever, but hey, if you need a lapel, certainly does the job. And then with the remaining space, I have some extra batteries that I leave in that compartment. And then in the front, this is what I would classify as secondary storage for like more of the small odds and ends. First thing I have in here are a couple of solid state drives. I've got my trusty handy dandy Samsung T5. This is the 1 terabyte version. Not the fastest thing anymore on the market, but still solid for working on some projects. But I've recently upgraded to the SanDisk Extreme Pro. This is the 2 terabyte version that has the crazy fast read and write speeds. It's like 2000 megabits reading and writing simultaneously. And this is like twice as fast as the newer Samsung drives or really much anything else that's on the market. So this is a big recommendation. Next is SD card holder for holding SD cards. Then I've got a USB dongle because I have an older MacBook that doesn't have more ports. So this is a must have. Also got some AirPods Pro. They work really well. Have the nice little noise cancellation, transparency mode. I use these a lot when I'm editing my videos and I'm not trying to be, annoying other people with the speaker volume on my computer. Moving on up to the laptop sleeve. There's this nice big pouch on this Brevite bag that is holding my 13-inch MacBook Pro. This is the 2021 13-inch, so it was like the first iteration of the M1 Mac chip, and absolutely loving it. I know that there's now a M1 Max, M1 Max Pro, Max whatever times 5. I did wish that it had more ports, but it's functional. It basically suits all my needs that I have right now, so I have no reason to upgrade at the moment. And then a lot of people ask me about the skins that I have on my laptop from time to time. This is from a company called Fish Skin. I'll leave a link down below. Really cool people. I've done some product photography for them. It helps to protect from those scratches and small dents and stuff that people tend to get from using their laptops. Get yourself a skin. It's not as bulky as a protecting case. It's nice to have. Moving on to the last pocket on the top here, we've got my MacBook charger, which is nothing special. I'm actually using an old extension cable from a 2011 MacBook that I had because I don't like when the brick is right up on the wall. You know what I mean? Mac people should know. Then I got a little blower to get dust and stuff off the sensor and lenses for the camera. I've also got a nice little battery backup. This one is made by Anker. It's a little device for charging your phone or lights, some stuff like that. And the last two items that I have in my bag are some lights. So first one here, this is the Pixel Liber light. I did a video on it, you can check out up there. Basically, it's an RGB light, has effects, and it's pretty bright. Has a little magnet on the back too, so it's very nice and functional. Should check that one out. And then this one is a little bit bigger. This is the RB9 by WeLight, and this one is cool too. Basically the same thing, has all the effects. This one even has a nice little soft case on it. Having two relatively small lights that I can fit in my bag and use for effects or potentially a little key lighting if I was in a situation where I needed a little bit of extra light. So there you have it. We just answered the age-old question of what is in my camera bag. But I'm curious to know what's in your camera bag. What's some of your favorite pieces of gear that maybe I should know about or check out? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there, you can check out links to all the things that I mentioned in this video, as well as other things like music and plugins that I use to make all of my videos. And hey, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, why don't you go ahead and add some value right back to it by hitting that like button, and also subscribe to this channel for more regular content just like this. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss out anytime I post a new video. Well, hey, until the next time, my name is Xopac. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.